So over the weekend, I updated my phone to the Samsung Zflip 6, and within 3 hours of having the phone, I went back to the store to replace it. Here's why. So I have a flip phone, okay guys? I have the Motorola Razr 40 Ultra, okay? The 2023 brand new 40 Ultra. I loved my 40 Ultra. I loved that flip phone so much, but I was just getting bored and wanted to try something new. So I made a few videos asking you guys, what phones do you guys really love? And a lot of you guys were saying, try the Z Flip 6. You guys were thinking of switching to it. You weren't sure if you would like it, so you wanted to see reviews and posts and updates and all of that with the Z Flip 6. So I went ahead and went down to the store and picked up the last Z Flip 6 within a 180-mile radius in-store pickup that day. I drove, guys, 2 hours away just to pick this phone up. Now here's the annoying part. Within 3 hours of having the phone, I just really did not like it. Now, it was the cutest thing ever. Don't get me wrong, okay? I got the blue. It was the cutest thing ever. The blue bezels around the camera, the screen, it was all so cute. But here are a few things I really didn't like. One, the external screen size was small. Now, there is a huge amount of screen space, yet there is so much blacked out room. It was kind of insane. I had the cutest wallpaper and theme on there, guys. I thought it was adorable. I loved it so much. But honestly, my Motorola Razr is almost edge to edge on my external display, and the Samsung is like a huge black border going around the entire display, which just makes it a small display even smaller. And the cameras on my Motorola, behind the cameras are still a screen, and on the Z Flip, it's no longer a screen, like it's not behind the cameras. So you get a giant piece of screen size completely cut out. Another thing is within 3 hours, guys, the screen already started to have a little bit of like a bend in the actual screen. So when you opened up a phone, a flip phone, you're gonna see a little bend where the plexiglass screen is on that crease. Duh, there's gonna be a glass crease, okay? The screen has to be flexible to fold, but the screen was already divvying into the phone, like digging into the phone. And my phone, my Motorola, only did that after 8 months of use. 8 months got it to that point. And this phone, within 3 hours, barely opening and closing it, already got it to that point. When I took it into the store and the guy had it on a certain screen, I kind of looked at it and thought I saw a little bit of a line, but I wasn't entirely sure. And even the guy said, wow, 3 hours and your phone already has a crease. We all saw it pretty quickly. There's already a black line crease, and I never dropped it. It was in my hand, literally in the car ride, and I went back to the store in the car, in my hand the entire time, and it was already getting a crease. Now, another thing is the camera. The front camera, I believe, was only a 10 megapixel camera, and it looked really good. Like, the back looked great and all. The back was a fine camera to record with, but the front, it wouldn't focus, okay? I don't know if I could explain it better than that, but the camera wasn't awful. It just felt like it wasn't ever focusing. No matter what I did, no matter what settings I've messed with, it just really didn't feel like it was focusing on my face. And the back camera in portrait mode focuses on everything else except for the object you're trying to focus on. And when you get it to focus on that object, it's like a very limited time before it picks up on something else in the background. The phone is also much smaller, which I kind of liked, okay? I kind of like that. I have very tiny pockets. I have girly pockets. Girl pockets are just absolutely tiny. We all know that. But the phone was really small. Like, compared to my Motorola Razr, this phone is like, oh. It's really hard to even see the display as someone who has very bad eyes, okay? I have very bad eyes. That's a fault of my own, I know. But for as bad eyes as I have, I really could not see that display. I had to like boldify all the letters to make it able to to read it. Oh, it was annoying. And as an aesthetic person, bold letters just annoy me. Another thing, I'm used to the Motorola Razr being able to open and close to answer and hang up on phone calls. And on this phone, maybe you can. I couldn't figure it out. And when I had the phone, it restarted 2 times. Now, I don't know if that was because of updates going in and the phone was just doing it or what, but the phone restarted twice in 3 hours randomly on its own while I was like doing stuff. It just seemed like in 3 hours I had more frustration with the phone than excitement at that point, and I knew I wasn't going to be happy in the long run. And you only have a certain amount of days before you have to turn the phone back in if you do not like it and get a new phone. So knowing that, knowing I'm already getting upset with this phone, and knowing I'm probably not going to get another flip phone this year, I was so devastated. But I started doing some research. I reached out to you guys on YouTube, and I was like, I need to get a phone ASAP. And I don't want another iPhone, okay guys? They're just boring. If I'm gonna pay that much money for a phone, I want a phone that does more. Not a phone that does the exact same as the 13 Pro. So I went ahead and updated my phone. And I will share with you guys what I got in another video because I'm in love with my phone, guys. It's amazing. I'm in love with this phone. But anyways, that is just my review on the Z Flip 6. I'm sure some people absolutely love it. Maybe I just got a little bit of a dud phone. I mean, there are definitely times in manufacturing where phones just become duds. Anything could become a dud. So maybe I just got a bad one. But experiencing it in 3 hours and being super frustrated in 3 hours of a brand new phone instead of being excited told me enough that I needed to know about that phone. So I do not recommend the Z Flip 6 personally just because of my experience, but that does not mean you guys are going to have that same experience. So if you guys want that phone, definitely still go, still check it out. I think it is still a really cool, really cute phone. Maybe I just got a bad one.